when I'm preparing my meal, we're such in the habit of like tasting it.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I'll be like making my soup and whatever, and I'm like, oh, did I put enough salt? And I'm like, ah,
Hello, welcome back. You're in the bonus content with Johnny's the hair.
that's right,
There
that's
you,
right.
there you go. And I said like I have questions. I have questions about Ramadan because he's right now in Ramadan and joining him for 1 hour. Like first, how long it is? Because I'm so sorry. I'm really
No,
ignorant
no, it's
about it.
good. It's good to ask. By the way, like I'm not the perfect spokesperson, but I'm doing my best as a Muslim
Yeah,
because like
perfect.
I if I say something wrong, please don't come after me. But the way it is Ramadan is
There's
yeah, just
a
somebody just call
no,
just
there's a rabbi here.
oh
He's
rabbi.
just in the corner respecting like that's not how it
All right, that's
is.
right. Shout out the rabbis. They're other religion, but we respect the rabbis. What's it called? So Ramadan is 30 days.
Okay.
Usually 30 days. It's based off the lunar cycle. So like
Okay.
when the moon's a certain way every year, they do it around that time. I don't know the specifics, but really it's you fast from sunrise to sunset. No food, no water, not just you're really just fasting and like kind of like taking that time to really almost there's so many reasons for it. Like there's obviously just the spiritual cuz like if your body right now tells you to eat, I feel like Ramadan's kind of a way where your soul tells it, "Hey, I'm still in charge. I'm not going to like feed my own physical body. This is nourishment for my soul."
Yeah.
That's like how I view it a little bit. There's also the viewpoint of like you sometimes take things for granted because we have unlimited food, unlimited. When I say unlimited, it's just like at any minute, if we're hungry now, I can
Yeah.
order us Uber Eats
Yeah.
or whatever. So it's like that's a blessing, and I think Ramadan also reminds you of like, man, like you don't realize how much like it makes you more grateful for what you have. So that's another aspect. There's so many beautiful like deeper layers for Ramadan. But those two, and then the third reason is just like it also helps you like reset and like kind of like bring it back to the basics almost, right? Like for me, I'm like, okay, like sometimes we just get so consumed in our own addictions almost,
Okay.
right? In our own little world that like this is a way for me to step outside of myself and remind myself like what's really important, which is God. And then in the day, right? Like we want to be good Muslims or good humans, really.
Th-
And so Ramadan is that in a nutshell.
and I believe like as we said in the episode that it like sometimes there's phrases that don't ever take decisions when you're either too angry or too happy.
100%.
Because if you're too angry, you're gonna make impulsive decisions
Say
that
stupid stuff that you
say
don't
stupid
mean.
stuff you don't mean. But also, if you're too happy, you cannot make decisions on top of that. And this is something that's like it can make you hungry,
Yeah.
but maybe it takes like some of the joy out of your life and being like, what am I doing with my life?
Correct.
Maybe I need to correct this path,
Repurpose,
repurpose.
reroute in a way. So there's those reasons, and then there's also the physical. Like it actually, there's like studies, proven studies, like Harvard studied of how like fasting in general is good for your body. So like because you're giving your digestive system a break, your livers are almost like regenerating and rehealing, and just everything like your whole body goes through a transformation in those 30 days. Like on a physical level, like forget religion, just fasting for 30 days. They call it a dry fast when you're doing no food, no water. There's so many health benefits to it, and I feel it. Like I've now cut off caffeine. I've cut out and I started cutting out smoking before Ramadan, but like Ramadan helped me like double down on good habits in a
Yeah.
way. So like right now, if I drank a coffee, I'd probably be up till 7 a.m. because I was so I used
Yeah,
so used
probably will
yeah.
set super bad in your stomach.
It would be terrible for my stomach right now. And then smoking, I've cut down on. Like, I think it's been almost a month and a half that I haven't smoked cigarettes, hookah, weed, this,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I just been, and I feel good. It's like I feel outside of being hangry. Like this month in particular, it's been a lot of like almost like resetting and like I feel like the brain fog and the clarity is coming back. Like I felt like I was so you work hard, you work hard, you work hard, you're doing your thing, and then it's like Ramadan helped me like take a breather, and so yeah, this month I've just been focusing on that. I'm still writing at nighttime. I'm still doing shows. Even there's some shows I have to do the show, then I break my fast after my set. That's gonna be like that tomorrow, for instance. But it's a blessing to just be able to breathe and
Yeah, and take that
To
moment.
yeah,
I have some questions that are stupid questions.
no such thing as stupid question.
They are stupid questions.
Let
These
us
are gonna
hear
be
it.
stupid as fuck. No, these are ignorant questions, but I'll have then a stupid question. But these are like coming from ignorance. Like when you after sunset, do you have a super big meal to be like prepared for the next day, or you're
Mm,
keeping it like no,
I
it's a
keep it.
regular meal?
Yeah, I think a regular meal. I would love like internally when I see all the food and I'm so hungry, I stuff my face. But because you haven't ate all day, your stomach almost like shrinks inside, right? So
Okay.
it's like you end up eating a regular sized meal. The hard part is trying to be on my end is I just got to be better hydrated. Like after I eat, I have to really remind myself to drink a lot of water before I go to bed because I don't want to wake up like today
Yeah.
dehydrated. So if I can get better at the water intake and like the coconut water, the electrolytes, like feeding myself in that, to me the food is pretty easy. I was already doing intermittent fasting before Ramadan. So the food to me is not a problem. Water is the hard one,
Yeah.
man.
Well, water is difficult, and at the end you have a feast, right?
Yeah, there's like a big so we're actually gonna do when you ask me what the next show is, I think me and the guys are gonna do like a Eid fest type of show for the people.
That would be
It'll be
dope.
so yeah,
That would be sick.
I think we'll announce that. I think maybe one of the guys already posted a couple
It's on
days
day
ago.
30.
It's gonna be on April 5th, I think. We're
Okay,
gonna get
but
people.
it's on the day 30 of Ramadan.
Oh, usually people do Eid. I think the after you finish the next day people celebrate.
Okay,
So I'm gonna give people a couple. It's like let them be with their families, with their friends.
of
Maybe
course.
5 days later on that weekend, if you guys want to come laugh and we joke around
Yeah,
and
I believe
do a
I
great
have a
show.
friend that he
He
used
did
to do
Ramadan.
Ramadan, and he invited me to the feast.
Oh, sick.
But I believe I have a show that day. I have something that day. I have work that
Yeah.
day.
If you do something, I'll hit you up.
Yeah, I couldn't go, but it's like I would love just to see like
Yeah. It's beautiful.
yeah. I feel I feel the appreciation of like we have food and this is something that we are not taking for
Blessing.
granted.
Such
Is
a
a
blessing.
blessing. Is beautiful.
You're a big believer in God, right?
Not
Oh,
at all.
really?
And
What's your
but
religion?
no religion. But I'm super respectful of all religion.
Would you say you're spiritual or
I believe I'm really spiritual. I don't believe there's anything above
really? I never
us.
knew that.
But I do believe we like I believe
What if
we.
I was like, well, all right then.
Well,
I just leave. Well, nice knowing you.
yeah, it's like nice knowing you.
Your name is Christian. I thought you had to be
You just
that.
like start going and just like
Yeah.
take the camera down. The camera like pop, pop,
I'm
pop.
so happy they fired you from your job.
It's like everything changed. No, you said something that I like appreciate a lot. That is like the point of being here is becoming not good Christian or good
Yeah, Muslim.
Muslim is like becoming good
Human.
humans.
That's the goal.
And if you're an atheist and you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. If you're
Yeah.
a Muslim and you're
Oh
a
yeah,
piece of shit, you're a piece of
100%.
shit. If you're a
100%.
Christian, you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. But if you're any of all the religion
Right.
that there it is, and you're trying to be a good human being,
That's the goal.
I will respect you. Like you can be whatever. You can be like I believe in there's cotton candy
Yeah.
God, and it's like if you're a good human and you believe in that, cool.
And you want to
Like,
go to hell? Yeah.
no, I respect you believe in cotton candy God. No,
No, but I
no,
see
no.
what you're saying, and
Respect everybody. You like you have your religion. You have your religion. Like there's so many words that have been thought about it. It's like just respect the other
other
person
person.
like
Yeah.
perspective.
And even within like something I love about Islam is like I would say characters like your character as a human means that's what really defines your Islam in my opinion, and also like obviously you got to pray and do the good, but like I would say that a big part of it is respect and your character and how your manners and how you treat others, like that defines you better as a Muslim than because imagine I go, yeah, I pray 5 times a day, but then I'm stealing from my friend.
Yeah.
I pray 5 times, but I'm doing the beer. No, it's like,
That
hey,
that happened also in the
a hundred
Christian
percent.
happened with the Jews. It's like yeah, like I devote my life to God, but I'm stealing. It's like
It
then
defeats the purpose.
yeah, it defeats the purpose.
And I think God is at least my belief of what God is. I think He could really at least I think He judges you based off your heart. And like you could tell somebody's heart is in the right place. We're humans. We're gonna make mistakes. We're flawed beings. But like if you're really trying your best, you're trying to be a great human. You're trying to pray as much as you can. You're trying to give back. I think that the goal is your intention. I believe God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. When it's all said and done, they the truth
Yeah,
is
that would
known.
be
Yeah,
taken in consider that like
big
maybe when
time.
I die and if I go to God, I'll be like hey, my man, I fucked up.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's never too late.
My bad.
It's never too late. It's never too late.
They say like to a lot of people who are atheists. I haven't feel that cold, but
Would you consider yourself an atheist?
yeah.
Okay.
But they say that to a lot of atheists, like at some point in your life, you have like a calling, and
Mm,
then you start believing, and that like
you're waiting for that call.
I'm not waiting for that, but it might happen,
That's
and
right.
like it might happen. I don't know. Like a lot of people who sing reggaeton, they had that. They look. You want to record
Calling.
this?
No, I'm calling you.
You're calling God.
It's time, Christian. I was gonna pull up your number.
But
I know what you're talking
but
about.
a lot of people who sing reggaeton, they just turn
What's
to
up with that? What's up with that? I saw a video about that.
dude. I truly believe is like either something that is like the is either something behind really weird that is like either you do this and you stop and you become something else,
Mm,
and they
they have to just change.
and they just
Well,
went into that to feel protected, or they truly at some point they were like, I see the damage I may have done in society
want to
with
right the wrongs.
I'm gonna try to
But in general, South Americans like when in general are reggaeton like from my me meeting as many people like somebody from Mexico, somebody from Ecuador, somebody from Venezuela. Like in general, you guys are pretty God fearing people. In
yeah
general,
yeah
in
yeah yeah
general,
yeah
like I'm
yeah.
not like surprised that a Spanish artist was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna quit music and be dedicate my life to God." A lot of people from that community, I feel like, are pretty God fearing. They love they're Christian or they're Catholic or they're and I'm not surprised by it, but it's very interesting to
It is.
see it. You
Yeah, it
know,
is interesting to see like they're not just like, oh, I believe in God. They're like, I'm quitting my music to become a pastor. That's what is like. Oh, that's
that's sick.
interesting. That's
That's
interesting.
sick.
Well, I hope you're ready because I'm gonna do stupid questions now.
Let's do it. Let's
Are
do
you
it.
ready for stupid
I'm
questions?
ready.
So, Ramadan is something that is being done in the whole world.
Yeah,
It's not something.
billions of people.
So, the Muslims that are in Antarctica, where the sun
Yeah,
never
yeah.
sets for 6 months.
Yeah. That's a great question.
What do they do?
I
They're all like ah.
No, that sucks. Yeah, they would be screwed. They'd die. They shouldn't live in Antarctica.
Like, do you know
anyway.
if they have anything?
But I think the belief behind it, and I could be mistaken. You can ask ChatGPT and stuff like this, but they base it off of Saudi's time, where Mecca is.
Okay.
So it's like whatever time they're eating, we'll just kind of go according to that. Just
Okay.
because you're right, it's kind of unfair. Like, hey,
The song is never said here.
or vice versa, where versus like, what if it's just always nighttime? You could eat. Like,
Yeah,
that's even the better. Like, yeah, I'm
yeah,
doing,
exactly. I saw the bad option.
you know, and so it's like, and that's the thing where like you're not gonna out trick. You know what I mean? Like, because I'll talk to people like they're like, yeah, but in the Quran it says this, and then technically I could do this, and this. It's like, hey man, like again. What are you trying to get out of this
Yeah,
religion?
that, didn't you see the video that this went viral and many people like start doing it? It's like hey, a is what is a rabbi pastor to the person?
Passover? Is
No,
that
no, no,
what
the
you're saying?
pastor or rabbi how
Oh, our sheikh, our imam.
the imam.
Uh-huh.
It's like hey man, I just went to my house and I sleep and I
Woke up and on
no, I know, and I
accidentally
sleep, and I hit the table,
the
and,
shawarma
and just a piece of bread came like went into my mouth, but then the table hit some water, and some water came to my mouth. Like, is that like I,
I see that video.
like, I disrespect Ramadan, or is like God feeding me? Like, what is happening?
God, the pastor had a punchline. Some of those guys, like those Muslim like imams, they have punchlines. I forgot what that video. He asked the imam that. I mean, you probably clip it. You probably clip
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But the imam had a funny punchline to that guy's reaction. But it's like obviously sometimes and this happens to me. This happens to a lot of people. Like when I'm preparing my meal, we're such in the habit of like tasting it.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I'll be like making my soup and whatever, and I'm like, oh, did I put enough salt? And I'm like, oh, did I mess up? Like, again, with
God
my,
is like, I saw that
count.
shit.
Yeah,
I
you know what I
saw
mean?
that shit.
but like I was saying earlier, God is a pretty like he's not this like get him out. He's like, hey, what was your intention? Were you really was that an accident? Then your fast is still
Okay.
okay, still permissible. You know.
Okay, next stupid question.
Also, what if all my answers were so wrong? Muslims watching like, what is this guy talking
For some
about?
reason, that man is watching
Yeah.
this and it's like, he's so wrong.
I'm gonna get, like,
Call him,
canceled.
call him.
My biggest fear is to like let down my community, man. Oh man, like a billion people.
Okay, next question that I believe it might be stupid, but can you or can you not wake up like at 3, 4 a.m. and do a big meal
I mean,
so you're ready for the day.
like people do that, and
Okay.
again, it kind of like it's one of those other things. Like you're defeating the purpose of what the whole life. Like if that's, I'm not one to say your fasting doesn't count because you're still working hard. You're still
It's just still a long time without eating
still a
and
long
drinking
time,
water.
so you can still finesse it as much as you can. But I just feel like if I would recommend them to really like, read the Quran during that time. Like wake up as your usual time. Maybe sleep in a little bit, maybe take a nap here and there, but like to just cuz I had a cousin who would be like, "All right, so the we could break our fast at 6:30." He'd wake up at 4:30 p.m. I'm like, "Bro, like come on, man. Like it's not cool."
Yeah,
Like
like
I
you're,
don't know if it's I'm in a position to say anything,
like
but
you're doing it, but you're not doing it.
yeah,
Like,
it's very it's just I wouldn't recommend it, and I think it defeats the purpose. You know what
okay,
I mean?
okay,
It's not like God's just punishing you not to eat. He's trying to teach you something in within that time.
okay. There was one video from Kyron Harrell that went viral about
Yeah.
Ramadan,
Mhm.
and it's like during the full eclipse in Chicago. It's like, did you have 30 seconds there to eat? Like what?
Oh, because it's like happens
In
right
the
away.
eclipse, it was like.
That's so true.
And the clips is going like, hey,
Technically,
hey.
no.
It was nighttime. Like in my books, that was nighttime.
Shout out, Kara. He's on to something with this. This is something that we gotta be. It'd be a funny episode is bringing him on and like I answer it and then he goes, no, no, no. That'd be cool.
No. You're wrong.
Yeah, so I don't
Okay.
know about that one. That's a good question.
Okay, what other question can we do about Ramadan that would be like? Because I believe like there's many
Yeah.
ways, and we're gonna end the bonus content with this. Any ways that you know that people do to cheat
Cheat
the
Ramadan.
yeah to like the loopholes of
I mean, I've had
Ramadan.
friends tell me like, so some people are really addicted to caffeine.
Okay.
So like super addicted, where when they don't drink it, they get major migraines and headaches. So I had a friend say she shotguns a Celsius and goes to bed like it's nothing. And because Celsius has like electrolytes,
Yeah, yeah.
vitamins, this, so I wake up feeling good and I start the day and I'm actually not even that hungry throughout the. So like there are some like ways that you could cheat the system.
If you get into an accident
Hmm.
and they put like IV on
Yeah.
you, does that count as breaking it? There?
I mean, am I going to? Am I sick? So that's the other thing. You don't have to do Ramadan if you have diabetes. Let's say you don't have to
Okay.
do Ramadan if you're sick or elderly. Like
Okay.
if you're like it's not a punishment. So if your body, like some people, they have certain health issues that they really can't fast. I don't want to say that. I think diabetes is one, but I'm just giving an example.
Okay.
So the way the religion looks at it, it's like, well, hey, since it is a holy month, try to pray a little bit more. Maybe donate to the mosque that month.
Okay.
Like your donations will have more of an impact, I guess. And like maybe feed somebody. Maybe you can't fast, but maybe feed the homeless guy
Yeah.
across the street that you see. Like so, there's other ways where you could incorporate that like time and give back and like kind of if physically you can't do it. And if you're sick, let's say tomorrow I wake up with the flu, I have to drink water. So then there is the option of, hey, I'll make it up after Ramadan. So Ramadan is done, and I only have 30 days, and I missed two. But maybe Tuesday after Ramadan is done, that Tuesday I'll just personally make up the days I missed.
Okay.
So it's a very lenient religion,
Yeah, but
like
as I'm saying it, because again, I
Oh,
told
it's a
you
good
at the
question. It's a
beginning,
great question.
I'm really ignorant about the topic. I believe
No, that
I'm
was
learning,
great.
but I'm seeing it as this. You said it. This is not a punishment from God.
Yeah.
This is like a gift of take the time to
Yep.
commit to something that will open some doors, will
Yeah.
open some state of mind that maybe you have blocked now, and you will be grateful at the end because food you took it for granted,
Yep.
water you took
Health.
it for granted,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
health. So it's not like.
And
I believe you can break it if you want. You can like
yeah.
if you're a Muslim and you're in your house and it's like no one's gonna watch you, man. You can fucking do it,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
you will defeat the purpose. That
Yeah,
the
yeah.
purpose is not don't eat. The purpose
Yeah.
is like look to what happened to your body, to your spirit, and to
And
your mind in this moment.
and I could be mistaken, and I don't want to be spreading false information, but I want to say the reason that we do Ramadan once a year during that month is, if I'm, it's just my brain's foggy in that sense, is I think that was the month that the Quran was revealed to
Okay.
the people. So our Quran is our Bible. So I think like when that lunar cycle happened, that's when the Quran was revealed. So that's why it's a special month.
Okay.
So like, cause someone's like, why do you guys? What's the purpose behind it? Why can't they just do once a year every April? Or like. They're
Okay.
like, no, it's based off this because then it like kind of like celebrates the Quran. So you should read it more during that month, like if you can. And again, I'm somebody who grew up. Obviously, my families they pray, they're religious, but they weren't like a type of Muslim family. My specific story is my mom and family wasn't like, yo, you didn't pray, go to pray. Like they didn't force religion down my throat.
Okay.
So it was something that I actually like learned over time. Like it was something that like I just fell in. And by the way, I was somebody who like, let me read up Buddhism. Let me read up let me read the Bible. What's that
Okay.
about? Like maybe they're on something. And I end up picking up truths. And I remember asking my grandpa as a kid, like, yo, I read like some of the Bible. And, like I think we say the same thing. He goes, well, yeah, if you're a Christian and you really believe in the Bible and you do what the Bible tells you to do, like you're gonna go to heaven. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Like I thought you had to be Muslim, and the goal is to be Muslim and get as many Muslims on board. And there's like certain Muslims that believe like the Bible has been corrupted or like it's
Okay.
not the original copy, so that's why you should read the Quran. Like there's so many ways to convince people. But if you're somebody that lived in the Amazon rainforest and all you knew was not even Christianity, some rituals that were passed
Yeah.
down generationally, and you never even because what if you never even got introduced to Islam?
Yeah.
Like, does that mean you don't go to heaven? You know what I mean? Like, if you did
Yeah.
everything right, it's like, wait, no one told me about Islam. How am I? I'm in the Amazon right now. Like, what so those people go to heaven, and like, yeah,
We didn't have libraries here
yeah.
too. Whatever.
So that kind of showed me that gave me the courage and the beauty to like look at other religions, like read up on Buddhism. I love Buddhism. Like, I love the philosophies of it. I love Taoism. So like I'm somebody who loves just different philosophies, different wisdom, different nuggets of truth that I could find from each place. But I identify as a Muslim because that just to me resonates with me the most,
Okay.
and it
Perfect.
feels like my compass. But I'm not like I'm Muslim and everyone's wrong. I'm more like I'm Muslim, and a lot of Muslims are like that, where it's like, hey, we believe in Jesus. A lot of people don't know Muslims believe in
Yeah.
Jesus. We believe in all the Abrahamic, the people that followed Abraham, like the religious figures after him, Jesus, Moses. So it's like there's a lot of similarities more than there are differences. The core messages are pretty much damn near the same.
Be a good human.
Be a good
That-
human. That's
be a
the
good
message.
human.
Like
That's the message.
it's crazy. Some people don't got that message.
Yeah. So people out there, don't fight for religion. Just find common ground and be a good human. That's the first fucking best way to end the episode.
Sure.
Be a good human. Respect others. And quit that job.
And if I disrespected anybody, I'm sorry I went a little hard at the beginning. I am very angry today. There is the things I'm mad about in life, but it's not even mad about, just like frustrated. I think I'm just frustrated with certain things. But I believe this year we're gonna change a lot of those things. I'm going into 2025 positive. Be a good
Yeah,
human.
good. Be a good human. Good energy. I'll show you how to play the Tibetan ball. And well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And adios.
Adios, adios.